This one's short,
We're
shall
live.
we, Brad?
Let's do it.
Short to the point.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers to the early viewers.
Is there anyone yet? There's no one yet.
No one yet,
All
just
right.
in case.
It's okay.
First, Jacob Martinez. Jacob Martinez, big winner. Johnny Martinez. That's what are the odds of that? The first two commenters have the same last name. What were the odds of that?
Slim.
We're coming to you from just outside the world's biggest sports book, so it only makes sense to talk about odds and such. All right, guys, coming at you from the Westgate, actually. Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi. Meetup game happening tonight at the Westgate, 7 p.m., which is what, about
An hour?
40 minutes?
40 minutes, yeah.
Something like that. I am drinking a hot toddy, apparently. I don't know if I've ever had one of these. Feeling not exactly 100%, but gonna power through. Hey, Miguel Rodriguez, just hopping right in there. Come back to Phoenix. I think we'll be back to Phoenix at some point.
Well, I guess you didn't talk about it yet, but we won a lot of raffle prizes that are redeemable only in Phoenix.
The rest of that story is coming on one of Brad's future vlogs. So you'll be able to fill them all in on that. So yeah, meetup game. We're gonna play 2-5 tonight. Should be interesting to see how many tables we get going. I expect at least 2 because there's already like 11 people on the list. I think something like that.
I mean, it's still pretty early. I think we'll get at least 3. I'd say. Just we've been promoting it all week.
Yes.
All week.
All week. Just promoting it left and right.
I mean, usually we promote it like 2 or 3 days out. So with the extra promotion in the videos and on Twitter, on Facebook, I think we'll get a good turnout tonight.
Feeling good about the turnout, possibilities. Yeah, I think there's already like at least 10 people on the list, and it's still like an hour or so out. So should be pretty fun.
Yeah. So if you're in the area, come on out. Check out the Westgate.
If you're in Las Vegas or anywhere drivable, if you can get here within like 4 hours from right now, get in the car, hop in the car, point the direction, point the compass, the Google Maps towards the Westgate, Las Vegas, and we'll see you here in the 2-5 game that's about to start in about an hour or so.
You got one guy from LA drove out.
We do. One guy from LA.
I mean, if you live in LA, it's about 4 hours away.
Do you think he drove out just for this?
Well, he was at the Arizona game.
He was at our Arizona game.
Yeah.
Do we know his name?
Is it Nick? What's your name? Tyler.
It's not
Nick. It's pretty close.
Tyler.
Nick Tyler?
Tyler drove out from the, not from the game, but he was at the Phoenix game. Now he's here at the Las Vegas game. Lives in LA though. San Diego Dentistry. What's up? Love your content, Andrew. Thanks, San Diego Dentistry. I was at the dentist yesterday, as a matter of fact.
How you doing, man? Good.
How's it going? Yeah, we're
Are
early.
you guys videoing stuff?
Yep, just chilling.
No, we got better leave. I don't want to embarrass myself.
I don't want to embarrass myself either, but I do it anyway.
Yeah, but you're used to it.
I'm used to it? I guess so, yeah, that's a good
It's nice
point.
to get live trolls, right?
Yeah, just trolled
Usually
right off
it's
the
just
bat.
trolled in the comment section, but come out here, you troll us in person.
Yep. So if you missed it, Brad put up a pretty fantastic vlog the other day, recapping his Live at the Bike experience. Pretty fantastic vlog. Ben Beals, what's up, man? Thanks for the buck. Cheers for that, Ben Beals. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that last vlog, Brad. It might have been my #1 favorite of the Brad Owen poker vlog series thus far.
Yeah, that was.
How you doing? Hey, Brad.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good to see you, Ted.
Right back at you. How you doing,
How's it
Andrew?
going? Yeah.
Doing a,
Ted, a
Ted.
pleasure, yeah.
Good to meet you, Ted.
doing a live
pleasure
stream
indeed.
right now.
Are you? Oh, sorry.
No, it's cool.
No worries.
Good day.
He is with the company I was talking to you about yesterday.
Right on.
Yep.
There you go. So, did you also enjoy that vlog as much as I did?
I mean, some vlogs are like, when you put out losses or like there aren't interesting hands, they're not as fun to put together. So like that one, I had some fun ideas for, so I had a good time putting it together. and
Let us
see
know,
everyone's reactions.
Let us know if you guys saw Brad O's most recent vlog. And if you didn't, you should probably go watch it after this stream is over. It's a doozy. So, what else is happening in your life?
Not a lot. Going home for Thanksgiving. What are you doing? What are your Thanksgiving plans? You staying here?
There you go. Say, Play-Doh Poker. I saw the vlog. He rocked it.
Play-Doh
We know
Poker.
Play-Doh Poker.
Came out to the Phoenix meetup game that we just had last week.
Played with Play-Doh
Check
Poker
out
twice.
his vlog.
Seen it, loved it, says Casey Foster.
That's nice. Casey, come on.
Brad is a card shark,
Nice.
says Adam Clark. Brad is the shit, says Team Coleman.
This is a
Tell Boosie I love her, says Ryan Galway. Yep, badass vlog, says Alex Avila. Carl wants to know how the beer is.
beer's good. This is a Goose Island, and I got Andrew a hot toddy.
Yep, I'm on the hot toddy, my first ever hot toddy. It's not really my speed, to be honest with you.
Not really good.
Have you had one of these before?
No.
It's like a combination of bitter and hot.
Sounds terrible.
And
The last.
not easy drinking.
Yeah.
So anyway, this game tonight, fully embraced by the property. All the capturing of everything on footage, on video, they are fully embracing all that stuff. And in fact, I flew the drone out around the property just before this. Got the thumbs up to do that as well. So it's nice to be able to do that. I guess this property is just off the strip, but it's not that far off the strip. It's barely off the strip. So it's really cool to be able to do that and not have to like sneak around and worry about whether anyone is going to bar you from the property forever. So you guys can look forward to that sweet vlog footage as soon as we put everything together after the game is done. Ben Beals, $2. Play poker in New Hampshire sometime. Manchester. You ever been to New Hampshire?
I haven't. Have you? You've been a lot of places like on the East Coast, like Northeast and stuff. I think you were talking about Maine or something.
Yeah,
Recently?
Been to Maine.
Oh man, I'm Brad.
Daniel.
Nice to meet you. Cool. You playing 2-5?
I might. I just pulled up.
Gonna see what happens. Yeah, just gonna see what happens in the 1-2. Maybe run it up through the 1-2 into the 2-5.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in front of me, so I gotta kind of wait on them.
I have been to New Hampshire. I've never played poker in New
Sounds
Hampshire.
good.
I think I've maybe had lunch in New Hampshire. That's about it. Haven't spent any quality time there.
You had lunch in New Hampshire?
I think that's
That's
about
like a
it.
pretty random thing. So you were like driving through?
Yeah, drove like up to Maine, stopped in New Hampshire. Yeah, could definitely come back and check out the poker rooms there. Really looking forward to that win opening in Boston, whenever that's supposed to happen. 2019, I think, maybe, is when that win is supposed to open in Boston. Maybe some Boston people in the chat can confirm or deny that. Canterbury in Minnesota ever, says Grant. Shoot. Yeah, we were just talking about Minnesota recently. It'd be cool to come there when the MSPT is happening. That seems like a pretty good time to come check out the Minnesota games and also the MSPT. I've never been to an MSPT event. Christopher, what's up, man? What's up, Christopher Lenoy? I'll show up and play tonight if Cosmo is there.
I guess we're not going to see you tonight, man.
Christopher is not coming, it turns out.
Christopher's not coming. But maybe we'll get him. We'll get him here, one of these meetup games in Vegas. I can't really take him out of town, so might bring him by. He's kind of afraid of people, though, so that makes it stressful for him.
He seems pretty chill when he's interacting with people at your house.
He's fine to be at the house, yeah.
So like when he's in his environment, he's fine.
Yeah,
Take him out of that, and then it's sketchy.
a little bit. What do you have going on? Are you traveling? You just
Yo,
got back from
Gary, before we get to
$20.
that, Gary Nippon's getting in there.
Jesus.
Just no message or nothing, just tossing out a 20
Here's
ball.
$20, Andrew.
Gary, thanks so much.
We're just gonna
Nice folks.
keep this live stream on all night. Just
Nice
keep,
folks.
Keep sending us dollar bills, and
Dollar bills. What were you saying before Gary hopped in there?
so what are you doing? You just got back from Texas. How was
Yeah,
that?
I was in Austin for 3 days. I know you guys get the Texas Card House games going down there, but unfortunately, I didn't get any time to hop in those games. Just chilling, just 3 days of checking out the city, visiting my buddy Jim and his girlfriend Lindsay. Just 3 days. Boosie and I went together and checking out the city because we heard so many good things about Austin.
Did you get any footage that you're planning on putting in like an upcoming video, or
Absolutely nothing.
just a personal trip?
Just absolutely nothing. Got nothing whatsoever. Captured some stuff on Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram and you want to see a little bit of Austin, but there's really not that much. Yeah, Austin, cool city. You know, we had heard that it's like one of the best places on earth, and I think it was cool. I don't think I would move there though, but I think it was something that I wouldn't mind visiting a couple more times, at least.
When you visit places, do you like constantly think like, would I move here? Is that a question you ask yourself kind of everywhere you go?
Yeah, I mean, like I'd heard like so many good things about it that it's like,
High expectations?
yeah, super high expectations. I think it was a little overhyped, like in my head probably. It's probably nobody else's fault. I would like to come back during one of the festivals, like Austin City Limits or the South by Southwest Festival. Check out what's going on during one of those festivals. But yeah, I don't know. I really like Portland. Somebody told me that Austin is like Portland, but even better.
I'd heard that too. I heard like San Francisco and Austin and Portland were all kind of similar cities.
Christian Collins, did you go to Rainy Street? We did go to Rainy Street. We went to a couple bars on Rainy Street. Ben Beals back in there with that buck. Just that buck. Hitting us with
Making
that
money
buck.
out of thin air over here, guys.
Ben Beals. Dollar.
You automatically get a mention if you send over cash money.
True story. There was something else I was going to ask you. Have you ever been to Portland?
Yeah, but I haven't been there since I was like 7 though.
Portland is a fantastic city. Really good poker action, although there's a lot of things that need to be sorted out as far as like the legislation and figuring out the different poker rooms, how they're able to operate, all that stuff. Blake Clow says it's raining in Portland. That seems to be a standard sort of situation in Portland. Lots of rain. But it's nice and green as a result. Nice and green, and like I said, pretty good poker games to be found up there.
Someone said Seattle in the chat. We got someone commented recently they want us to go out to Seattle. I think that'd be a really fun spot to do a meetup game. But if you guys can, I think I said this before, maybe even on the stream, but if you can get in touch with poker room managers and
Yeah.
they say that they'll allow us to film, give us their contact info, and we'll definitely put it at the top of the list in terms of consideration of places to go.
Yeah, so this is what you need to do. You need to walk up to your poker room manager where you normally play and say, are you familiar with poker vloggers on YouTube? Are you familiar with their work? If they are, then say they need our help to help promote that room, help show off poker around town, help show off the hometown and poker in that location. The property, all the above, get people together for some fun meetup games. There you go. Ben Beals just chucking out another $1. And Ray Flavin following his lead with a buck. $1. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I saw James Rosenthal in the chat. My buddy James says it snowed in Chicago.
$2. That's twice as
$2
much as $1.
from Miguel Rodriguez. Get Jeff Boski and Trooper to come in. To come and play tonight.
Jeff is very much aware that we have a game tonight, so I don't think he's gonna come. I'll send him a text right now, though.
We might see Bike King over here. If anyone's familiar with Bike King's work, I think we might see some Bike King.
Priestley's coming out tonight.
Yep.
Poker Kraut's coming out tonight.
Poker Kraut will make an appearance. Don't know if Trooper will be here tonight, but we'll definitely get him in another one. I think the plan is to sort of do these things every 2 weeks. That's all. This is going to be very touch and go to see like how the games, kind of turn out. We get how enthusiastic people are about doing them every so often. So I think every 2 weeks might be a sort of game plan for now. All that can change. The stakes could change. We might just play roulette instead of poker. Victor Gills Moo Cortez Jr. Come to San Antonio. I'll buy y'all some tacos. That sounds pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of tacos, Victor. Love me some tacos. Thanks for the $2. Drawing Dead sends over 1,000 yen and says, come to Japan. We can use pachinko balls. You ever been to Japan?
No, I'd love to go there though too.
Japan, definitely towards the top of my list of places I want to go.
They've got that speed rail. You know about that speed rail?
No, I don't know.
It goes real fast.
Oh, like the public transportation type thing? Speed rail goes real fast. Is Brad on?
No, I think it's like one of the fastest in the world, maybe the fastest.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
Thanks for that, Drawing Dead. I have no idea how much 1,000 yen is, but I would love to come to Tokyo, and maybe you can show me/Brad around.
Actually,
Bullet Train. See? Bullet Train.
I think I'm going to go to South Korea at some point. I have a buddy who lives out there. My college roommate lives out there. So if we ever wanted to go there, we can go there. Have a place to stay.
Sounds awesome. James Rosenthal. Andrew, what's Brad like drunk? I think for the most part, he's pretty similar to sober Brad. Slurs his words a little bit more. Brad's generally a friendly fellow. And he doesn't get, he doesn't turn into violent Brad when he drinks, so that's good. Because that'd be bad, I think, for the brand, for the meetup game brand, because beverages are pretty much encouraged in these games, and if Brad started to get violent,
yeah, we'd have some issues. Brad, how is Andrew drunk? Good question. Very violent. No, he's pretty similar. Talks a little bit more.
This hot toddy is tough to get down. This hot toddy.
Yeah, it's tough when you're not feeling well to drink, It's tough to get in the vibe of...
What's like some poker drama that's been happening lately?
Doug Polk just put out a video today, slammed Matt Berkey. I don't know if you guys saw that video.
I saw the video. I also saw the sort of tweets that were happening post Live at the Bike, so it's kind of summation of the tweets.
Yeah, I don't think I'd heard that Polk didn't really have like that big of an issue, and then he felt that Berkey kind of attacked him, and then after a little bit after that.
Yeah. Do you think if someone is playing on Live at the Bike all week and they say they're going to play in the last game, which is the biggest game, and they end up like, I'm not sure what the tally was, but if I assume he ended up losing before the last day, and then he wasn't able to like produce the money for the last game. Do you think he should have been more prepared, or do you think that that's sort of something that he should get a pass for?
I think Berkey is in like a little bit of a different situation than most of the guys who were playing in that game, where like he has made it pretty public that he has backers, and needed to get money. Like I think he needed to get like money transferred in or something like that.
Right.
So that puts him in a different situation. But Doug has a good point when he just said that like this game was promoted for over a month in advance, that it was going to be 200, 400. So if you say you're going to be in it, everyone's looking forward to it. I was really looking forward to watching it, and then it doesn't happen. People feel let down for sure. But that whole week was awesome though on Live at the Bike. So like,
yeah. I didn't watch any of the last game. Did you?
No, I didn't.
So. What's up, Ashley? Ashley Michelle in the mix. Final Four this year. I don't know who that's about. Trooper is greater than Jesus, and Boski is greater than Dwan. That's what's being shared. Cheers, James Rosenthal. Yeah, it's a tough spot, I think, because if you just get butchered, I didn't really see how much he lost leading up to the last game, but if you lose like a bunch of money, and then the last game is the biggest game, and you're just not able to sort out the money, pretty tough situation. And I guess the game at the end there was actually scheduled to play bigger than the 200, 400 because
500 ante.
There was an ante in there.
On the button, I think.
Okay, so just from one spot?
Yeah.
I don't know. Doug said it would actually play closer to like 500, 1,000 or something. So I don't know. It's tough to always sort this stuff out from the outside, and especially two guys that have never played higher than like 10, 20 or something, talking about a 200, 400 game and like trying to weigh in on that. So whose idea was that to bring up this topic? Ben Beals, back in there with the $2 this time. Manchester Poker Room, great people, $1,000 hands.
What does that mean? What does that mean, $1,000 hands?
I don't know. What does that mean, Ben Beals? $1,000 hands. Joseph wants to know if you separate bankroll from life savings.
This has been a pretty interesting topic between my friends where we're all kind of like split on it. And I think that if you have concerns about like having enough money to play poker, you should definitely do it. I was just talking to someone about it last night actually, where he'll pay himself a salary every month, whether he wins money or loses money. I don't quite understand how it works, so I don't do that personally.
You just throw it all in one pile in the corner of the room?
I don't know that it matters that much, because if my poker bankroll got down to a certain amount, like I'm still paying expenses out of it and stuff. Like I don't quite understand the separation, but a lot of poker players are really adamant about doing that.
Yeah. I think some people just like to compartmentalize just based on sort of mental reasoning, to where that money that's in the life roll is always separate, and it's like this X amount of cushion is always available there, and it's just not in fluctuation.
Yeah, a lot of people recommend having like 6 months worth of life expenses that are separate from your poker money.
Yeah. I'm sort of in the same boat as Brad. I throw all my money into a corner, a pile in the corner of the room, and once that pile gets too big, I might put it into a trash bag.
This is what you walk into Andrew's place and just money comes out. He's just got piles and piles of cash.
Yep.
So you open the apartment door and it just falls on your face.
Yeah, it's something needs to be done about that. But right now I'm working on the pile in the corner. If I win money, I just drop it into that pile. Don't really think about it much more beyond that. Ed Mayhall, $10. Ed is on double duty apparently, between donations and also moderating the chat. Thanks, Ed. Thanks for the donation, and he says for the entertainment. Glad to provide whatever entertainment we can. David Lane, what's up from Louisiana? Louisiana is a great place. Have you been to New Orleans?
I haven't yet.
Oof.
Really want to go.
You must go.
I really liked your vlogs, and you had like some bonus footage from Louisiana where you went to some bars and stuff. Those were really cool. So I want to check it out for a long time.
That was one of my most enjoyable vlog creation experiences.
Yeah.
Even though I thought I had no shot at putting together some sort of reasonable vlog from the footage that I knew that I captured, because
the hair is out there. It's good.
Yes. It's really good. It plays way bigger. So they normally just get like 1-3 games, but they play much bigger because you can buy up to like the biggest stack, and people are straddling really often, and there's lots of people having beverages in New Orleans. So it makes for some pretty good games.
So where do you think is the next place we're going to have a meetup game outside of Vegas?
I would really like to come to Detroit, Michigan.
Hometown? Well, close.
And would also like to do an official one in Los Angeles. Those are sort of like my two targets at the moment. What are your thoughts?
I'd like to do that. I'd like to do Seattle. Sounds really good. Choctaw sounds good. It's tough to do with like the bigger places because they get a lot of tables going anyway. So it's easier to kind of do it at like a smaller location, since they're happier to bring the action there.
Yes.
So I guess keep that in mind if you guys are talking to poker room managers.
No, when you're talking to them.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest thing that's holding us back from going to other places, that we don't know exactly where we can go, where we can video, and all that stuff.
Yeah, the biggest thing holding us back is you people not talking to your poker room managers.
Yeah, see if we can get hooked up with like a free room or something, and that would help. That would help out a lot.
Yes, it would. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else we need to cover? For those that are joining us late, here at the Westgate, you can probably see it in the title, but we're about to get this show underway. What time is it? Do you know? Can't see the time on my phone.
Some people there now.
There's probably some people. Oh, I guess it's 6:39. I can see it on each chat bubble. So we're probably gonna wrap this up maybe within 5 minutes, and we're gonna play a meetup game, 2-5 no limit hold'em. And
Worked out pretty well for you last time, huh?
what's that?
That Arizona meetup game?
That worked out pretty well. Yeah, I had a bit of run good, you could say, in the last meetup game that we did in Phoenix.
That was a lot of fun.
I had pocket aces a couple times. When you get pocket aces, usually good things happen. Christopher Lancy, $5, and says, I'll show up next live game if Cosmo makes an appearance. I only leave my house for real stars. Christopher, sorry if I don't know exactly how to pronounce your last name. Lenoy looks like. I think he might have said the same thing earlier, unless that was somebody else. But he seems to be adamant about it.
So he lives in Vegas, I'm guessing?
Christopher Lenoy, where do you live?
Yeah. Give us another $1 and tell us where you live. So
You don't need to give us $1. Yeah, Cosmo should be here. Let's be honest. Cosmo.
should we get him out? We can get him out, you know.
Maybe somebody else can bring him over.
We can,
Willis, 6251. Come to Connecticut, Foxwoods,
that'd be great too.
or Mohegan. I will get you free rooms.
Yeah. Can he?
Willis says he can hook up the free rooms.
We can get free rooms out there. Let's go. What do you think?
Do you
That'd be
think-
awesome to go out to
Do you think Willis?
Foxwoods, Borgata area.
I don't know. Do you think Willis is offering free rooms like out of his house or like in Foxwoods hotel properties?
Good point. Might be at his house. Do you have like a good chef at your place?
Yeah, good questions. Very good questions. It's fun just watching the chat roll by.
Do you guys ever fold ace queen? Do you ever fold ace queen, Andrew?
Very rarely do I fold ace queen.
I got it in for a dime last night with ace queen.
You got $1,000 in pre-flop?
So there's a guy out at Red Rock. Actually, I posted a video called "The Most Ridiculous Hand I Played" or something like that.
Yeah.
Within the last month, and this guy got it in against me with like a gutter or something on a flush draw board. Anyway, last night he just open jammed for like 240, and I 3-bet to like 500. I just did a min 3-bet, which I don't really like. I think that if I just call the 240. No one behind me is really gonna 3-bet light, so I can just always fold ace queen.
Okay.
Anyways, I just min 3-bet kind of to ISO, and then the big blind ended up having pocket kings. He shoved for 1,000, so I called because I couldn't fold for 500 more.
Yeah.
Flop came like jack high, 1 spade. I had ace queen of spades. Turn was a 9 of spades, so I had a backdoor flush draw. River was the old ace.
You got him.
So won a big side pot, but the guy who initially jammed had ace jack offsuit. So he won the main pot for like 750, and then I won a side pot that was like 1,600 or something.
That's a ridiculous hand. There you have it. There you have it.
Last night.
All right, good story.
I feel like you didn't think that it was.
Artem Korolev hopping in there with 100 rubles.
What?
6 a.m.
I see these giant numbers, like when the guy did 1,000
yen.
I was like, holy shit, someone just sent Andrew $1,000.
Let's not get ridiculous.
But then I get tricked and I have no idea how much 1,000 yen is.
6 a.m. in Moscow, Russia. Hello, sorry can't make it tonight. What do you think the poker scene is like in Russia, in Moscow, Russia? Are there poker rooms available to visit in Moscow? Would a meetup game make sense in Moscow? And would 2 Americans be well received by the state, the country of Russia, to set all that up? Food for thought. We should probably go. We should probably wrap this up. We're gonna get this game started, guys. Thanks for being here, as always, and hopefully some of you fine folks who are watching this will come join us live in person. Check raise Charles hops in there, Brad's buddy. I'd like to thank Brad for saving my ass last night. Attempted to live stream from the casino. Thankfully, there were technical difficulties because then Brad told me it's a major gaming violation. Interesting. I think we're okay here because, like I said, Westgate fully embracing poker vlogging, capturing everything on video.
Charles is gonna live stream his actual hole cards and stuff. It's a different situation.
Seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with vloggers and stuff is that you have to be like pretty aware of like the boundaries and stuff. So that's like a pretty hard boundary to not live stream the actual hole cards, even though it was an awesome idea. Though I think it'd be really cool if you did it. But
Someday we'll figure out how to live stream these meetup games in some fashion. That would be awesome. But for now, we're gonna settle for capturing it all, vlog style. Deliver that to you next couple days or so. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being on the live stream. Thanks for being here in person. See you guys very soon. Cheers.
like this.
All right, bye guys. Speak soon. How do you end this? All right.